Hi, everybody. This is Maya Zahira with PsychicProtectionSanctuary.com. And I'm back again for another Ask Maya episode. And this question was posted, I think, last month. So thank you for your patience. This question was posted by one of our wonderful subscribers. Her name is either Evelyn or Eveline. Either way, thank you so much for your question. And this subscriber is wanting to know what happens when healers, energy healers, spiritual workers send dark entities into the light. So let's break that down a little bit. What is she talking about? So there's a practice that many spiritual workers do, and this is that if they encounter a human soul that is stuck or lost on the earth plane, which does happen for a variety of reasons that we're not going to get into today, but they get stuck on the earth plane, the spiritual worker will try to assist by guiding that lost soul to the light. And the light being a portal that is opened, and the soul is guided through so that they can go on to the afterlife instead of being stuck on the earth plane. So I'm realizing as I'm speaking this, there are so many factors that I could pull apart, but I'm going to stay on this one track. But I do want to say that in a later video, I am going to talk about the light and whether we really want to go to the light and all of that, but that's going way off topic. So our topic is when spiritual workers or healers send not just a regular human soul that's lost, but a dark entity. When healers send a dark entity into the light, what happens? And that is actually something that I've heard a lot of spiritual workers and healers talk about, the fact that they do that. They will say, oh, if I encounter a demon, I just send it into the light to go to God and be transmuted and, to be in a frequency of love. And I genuinely do see the positive intention behind that. But as a truth seeker and as someone who questions everything, I seriously question that approach. Because here's what I see clairvoyantly when I tune into those situations that I just referred to, the spiritual workers sending dark entities into the light. What I see is that the dark entity plays along and says, okay, here's this light worker who's trying to intervene. And so I'm going to pretend to go into the light, and then I'm going to just come out the other side. It's like a fake entry point. I'm going to come out the other side and then just go back to the client or person that I was messing with. Let's say the light worker is working with a client or something, and they're removing a dark entity and they're trying to send it to the light. Contrary to what a lot of light workers believe, I've heard a lot of light workers say that they just send these beings light. They feel sorry for them. They send them empathy. I'm going to speak my honest opinion because I have to be honest with you. I think it's misguided. I think it's misguided, this like love and light, la la land kind of approach. Like, well, we're just going to send the negative entities light and love and send it into the light to be transmuted by God. I think it's very misguided. I think it's well-meaning, but misguided, because the entity just pretends to go through to the light, and then it just hides. And then if it's the type of dark entity that likes to shapeshift, it's going to be a false light entity. It's going to then pretend to be an archangel or, the person's guardian angel or some ascended master. Let's say you're in a healing session with this client, you remove this dark entity. That thing, my experience, observation with countless cases, these dudes, I'm going to call them dudes, these entities are tricksters. Do you really think that they're going to be honest with you? No. They're tricksters. They're just going to pretend to go into the light. They're going to shapeshift into some sort of false light entity in order to trick the light worker, and stay attached to whoever they're attached to, or they're going to be like, okay, I'm not going to stick around. So they pretend to go into the light and then they go somewhere else and attach to someone else. So in other words, they don't go into the light. They pretend that they're going to go into the light. They pretend that that's what they're doing. They pretend to do that. They don't really. I'm just so frustrated. I think over time we need to really understand this quality of dark entities, that they will tell a person whatever they want to hear so they can get whatever they want. They will pretend to do anything so that they can keep doing whatever they want to do. So when light workers, spiritual workers say that they send negative entities into the light, I'm like, okay, that's what you think that you're doing, but I don't believe that that's what's actually happening. I think the entity is just getting better at disguising. I think that's what is happening. So if you want to know more about why I'm so opinionated about this, then I encourage you to take a look at my newest book. It's my 4th book, Revealing the False Light Agenda. It's on Amazon. It's on Audible. And I have found out from a lot of readers that it's a very quick read. So if you are a slow reader or if you just aren't a very good reader, this is not a challenging book. But the information is really potent. So you'll be able to get through it really quickly and easily, and you'll get a lot of knowledge and wisdom and understanding from that book. And then also, as always, I want to invite you to visit my website, psychicprotectionsanctuary.com, where you can quickly and immediately obtain a free quiz. Are you under psychic attack? It's a brief quiz that will help you gain clarity over what's going on energetically for you, so you can evaluate your situation and learn about the next steps. And then there's also information on my website about my paid academy, Spiritual Empowerment Academy. And it is the only way that you can work with me at this time. So if you want to talk with me, have a one-on-one session, or receive mentoring or guidance from me, that is the way to do it. So visit psychicprotectionsanctuary.com and grab your free quiz. Take a look at the Spiritual Empowerment Academy, and also you definitely need to get your book on Amazon or Audible, Revealing the False Light Agenda. Until next time, I am sending you all my love.